early session. Well, earlier than normal. Later than I'd like to be starting, but there just aren't enough games. So, we are going to do something I typically do when I wasn't streaming, which is I would play the Hearthstone and play the few tables that I had so I didn't get bored and start playing too many hands. So it's going to take a little bit to set up. Just give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Options. Battlegrounds. Shows list. Always show the average damage. Show battle rounds. Turn counter. Show tiers. There we go. So that's 3 tables. Feel pretty comfortable with 3. There's another one. Maybe we'll get into that, but until then, let's get a game going. I'm gonna put this over here actually. I guess I could size this down a little. Put that to there. Demons, Dragons, Elementals, Murlocs, Quillbores, Love Hooktusk. I could play the Demon Elemental build with Omu. I think that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, got a Jack. And I'm going to bet the turn. Generally for value. Take it down. Don't think I can take too much damage on the Wrathweaver. So, I'm not going to. Make it 10. Go for the check raise. Get called. Kind of a bad turn. Kind of a really bad river. But I'm still going to win, right? Wow. King 10? 8-6. Woof. Interesting. Daytime games can be a little bit softer. The poker games. I guess I could do that if I was to put this here. I could do like that. Make them a little bigger, something like that. Just gonna pull this up. Dun, 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 dun. That's fun. Make that a little smaller. It always jumps back over to my other screen when I do that. I don't know why. That's good. Now I got room for other games. So, I guess we just do this. And am I going to level next turn? Yeah. So it's level by, level by. Okay. New camera. How's it look? I think it looks pretty good. Might as well bring that down. You guys can't really see those players, can you? Guess I can bring it to like there. Yeah, that's better. Figuring it out. I always forget that I lose part of my screen when I'm streaming. And there's one more table, so we'll get 4 going. That's not bad. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so level, and we're just gonna buy this one. That's pretty good. And I have to sell one next turn if I buy. So if I go level, sell, buy. I don't know. The idea in this build is to get the golden light, the dazzling light spawn, or the Nomi, and pump up elementals until you get to the point where, you know, they're pretty good, and then you get a famished fellbat on 6 and switch over to demons. But if we can, we'll just go for the standard Murloc build. Hey, there's my 4th table. I might win with a 7 here. Not for a bet. Not for a bet and a call, that's for sure. Ace 7, love it. My 7 was no good. I love how the Ace 5 just bets out of position for no reason. Alright, maybe I don't level here. Maybe this is too good. Yeah. Do I want to freeze for that? Because if I level on 6 for the next turn, I'll have 4 left over. So I could take that. I'm not sure though. Honestly, don't know. Oh, come on. Lobby. I mean, I guess I could, right? If I'm going to level for 6, so it's leveling for 4 on 8. So then I buy and I could roll. But I do want on 4. You know what? I don't want this fucking thing. It's a great card, but I don't have the setup for it. Worst hit. Worst hit again. I mean, now I tie, right? Nope, now I win. If you hit the other one first, I'd tie. I'll take it. Okay. Check. I mean, I guess we just do this. And this. I'm going to check. Sometimes I got sucked out on, but very rarely, I think. Can I roll? Yeah, I'll roll. Holding for that. Ace King. Gonna level and buy. I don't think I'm even going to play it. Because I can hold off. Yeah, I don't need to play it. I definitely want it. Big old glare on the screen. Yikes. Hit this one. Ugh, worst one. I'm not going to kill anything here, am I? Ugh. No. I guess it could have been worse. Took 9. All right. I mean, I could roll. I could give this up. I could roll. Nah. I want to hunt for the brand. I got pissed last night I didn't get a chance to get the brand. Can I move this over? And this over here. Just gonna pick that up a little bit to like there. Still trying to figure it out, guys. Give me a sec here. So then if I move this here, can I move this out of the fucking glare? Yeah, I can too. I can put this table here, and the glare's not so bad. Three bets working. Ooh, that's unlucky. That took 12? Jesus. Alright. Give me the brand. Shit. Well, I take this. No, I need to roll for the brand. There he is. Hells yeah. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Raise, fold. Give me this. Give me this, do this. Yes. Yes. The fuck is that? Hang on a sec, guys. My screen moved. So I get a small raise. Oh, don't fuck up my fucking game here. God damn it. Really? I'm just kind of curious what I'm up against here when he raised the flop. Okay, so I should have jammed the flop. I let him get there with the king. He was playing a move, and I let him get there. That's annoying. I mean, truth is, he might have just jammed if I'd raised. Okay, get rid of this. No, get rid of this one. Of course, I get counterfeited. screwing this up. Too many games going to play Hearthstone. Oh, that's unlucky. That is really unlucky. Damn, he got the best hit in the game. Alright, he doesn't have much left. I'm just going to let it go. Really? Aces and you checked? Why is this guy leading at me? I 3-bet. Why are you leading? Okay, he's just got fucking 2 pair. That's fine. Fucking up all over the place. That's a good one. Good. Alright, whatever. Got them both. Definitely 4 is too many to play with Hearthstone going when I get my favorite build going. I'm just going to raise. Really? How does this guy get aces fucking 3 times? I know that was stupid, but I just seen him do so much dumb shit and he didn't do that with aces. When he should have. God damn it, that's fucking annoying. Maybe I'm a sucker. Maybe I'm just overly distracted right now. That was fucking stupid. There we go. Give up this. Give me the quill bore for the extra adaptation. Alright. Now we can get rid of that. This over here. Give me this. Call that. God damn it. If the fucking thing wouldn't glitch out, I wouldn't be boomering this motherfucker. I'm going to sit out the poker hands. Apparently lesson learned, I can't play Hearthstone and poker at the same time, so I'm going to sit out the poker hands, finish this Hearthstone game, and then kill the Hearthstone. Because this is literally my favorite setup right now. It should be first place. Ooh, that's what I need. Give up this. What do you... Come on. That's what we want. Right there. Pretty good. I don't think I want to give up the brand just yet, but I will put this over here. Do this, do that, do that. I guess I should check on the stream. God damn, that Shaq commercial plays every fucking 10 seconds. You can hear it in the other room. Ah, don't hit that one. Fucker. Alright. Stream's fine. How do you not die? 94.4% to kill him. Alright. Take that. Who did I just fight? You didn't have anything I wanted. I don't need that. I mean, I guess we just take another brand, right? I'm convinced everyone who plays all these games at once puts a little adrenaline Adderall in their morning coffee. Very possible. Although I did decide I did decide to sit out the poker because I got too involved in the Hearthstone. So I guess maybe I could use a little Adderall. I mean, I'd love to get poison on one of these, but I have nothing that'll die. I need to get the fucking swashbuckler. How you doing, Blaze? Good to see you. I'm not getting follow notifications, but thank you. I'm sure you followed. I don't know why I'm not getting the notifications. It's weird. Maybe I'm just not hearing them. No, the thing's on. I don't know. I got like 3 follows in the last like day that I was like, why didn't I see that? Ugh. That's actually good. I got poison on the Amalgadon. Hit this one, hit this one, hit this one. Fucking lucky shit. That's just a coin flip. That's unlucky. If I don't win with this, I'm going to be really pissed off. Alright, I think he had Amalgadons, so I want this. I want this. Alright, well, I got to give this up. So... Yep, there it is. Put this up here, get the extra adaptations. It's like 30 adaptations. That's crazy. Get up there. God damn it. I'm missing gold because I can't move my fucking finger that quickly, but I still got this thing nutted. Perfect. Yeah, this board doesn't get any better. This board don't get no better. Playing top two, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, triple brand. I got to take it just because it's triple brand, right? I mean, this is stupid. I mean, I can actually give up the brand now. And we do this. And this is all chances at another Amalgadon. I'll take it. I mean, that ought to do it. He's got the Amalgadon first. All right, I'm wasting one of these, but it's okay. Nah, it's fine. %. See, but I need to go first. I don't think it matters, though. Hit this one. That's good. Yeah, that ought to do it. I mean, he's not going to die, but I don't think he can. Really? You have to hit that one, you fucker. 6, 12, 15. Yeah, that would have done it. Ugh. 17. Yeah, he got lucky to survive. There's not much I can do here to improve. I can take this, get another Amalgadon. That would be pretty sick. Yeah. I guess I can pump this up. There's not a lot I can do here. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I mean, if I attack first, I've got a 1 in 4 chance of hitting the Amalgadon, which is not good, but if I hit anything else, it's fine. But if he attacks first... Yeah.
The dogs are just sitting there, like, waiting for me
to get in the room. I'm streaming, by the way.
I know.
Okay, just let you know. It's actually not bad.
Okay if I talk to you every once in a while, right? Not hold a full conversation.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just...
So these house shoes
Mm.
are very fuzzy.
I see this.
And warm to my toesies. But my toesies are cold. I actually think I could have got the 910.
Oh, barely won. That's why I wanted to play it. It's my favorite setup. Nice. Almost got that 10,000 MMR. And there's another table here. Alright. We'll put the Hearthstone down for a minute. Post there. There, close this window. There's way too much glare. Oh. Ooh, much better. Sorry, delaying all the poker fans because I got the perfect Hearthstone setup. Yeah, that's still glaring. It's because of Luray, my plant. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta fucking fix that again? Alright, check. You got it. Yeah, this looks like crap. I'll get settled in. We're just going to be spending a lot of time playing cash games, so even when there's not like 6 or 7 cash games, I still want to be able to play. So gonna be making some sacrifices. See that? There's a glare right from the edge of this table, right here, because the fucking window is just fucked. It's not the window, it's reflecting off my plant. Whatever. That's not exactly a great raise. I don't mind it in position with the ace-9. I really don't. Players behind are really the ones who are going to have the strongest hands in this position, or in this scenario. Because if one of them leads right now, it's like, yeah, you're capping your range, but there shouldn't be a lot of kings. So if I have a king in the small blind here, I'm probably going for a check raise. Like something like king 10, king jack, something like that. But when it checks around, I'm for sure going to take the steal spot. Because remember, this guy was the first raiser, I was the first caller. So I'm more likely to have a king as he is as well. So it kind of just depends what the blinds want to do. Check this back. Ooh, trip 10. Nice play, bro. So now this dude jams up. So like this is what I was saying, like when the blinds have something. So if I had a pair here, I would call, but he could be jamming a draw, but it's probably just a smart move with a king, queen. Check. Fold. Interesting. I'm not down 2 buy-ins. What the fuck? Am I really? No, not quite. 1.5. Oh yeah, I took the beat to the aces. Yeah. Kind of like that, but the board counterfeited me on the river. Okay, Captain Quick Bet. The fuck is going on with this guy? Jesus Christ. It's like the 5th time I've seen that. 5th time where he's just bet absolute air. And then when I go for the value bet, he fucking sucked out. That's fucking disgusting. I don't think I can fold because there's too many busted draws. There's too many 10-9s. There's too many... Or 10 jacks. How much did he fucking raise? Yeah. That's annoying. It's running 6s. Like, not even something I can see. Like, if the draw comes off, if the fucking... either end of the straight comes off, it's like, whatever. But he just hits the perfect. Like, he can't even check raise 6-7. Like, if he makes 2 pair. It has to be 6-6. Okay, limp calls off with ace-5. Interesting. And if you're that short, why don't you just jam the money in? Or fold the hand. What the fuck? And now he's reload. See, this is the thing. He could have it on auto reload, and I wouldn't be winning these small fucking pots. That's annoying. I hate this limping strategy I've had to adopt playing with these people. But it works. I mean, it's making money, but it's just so not poker. I'm not folding for 1 bet, that's for sure. Raises, and the spade comes right off. Now I make 2 pair, but it's all spades. Just bet your own fucking hand, bro. Annoying. Saw that ace and was like, "Aw." Then the jack, yeah. 3-way pot on a flushy board. Really? I don't think I can get 2 streets of value here, but I think I can definitely call a bluff. Yeah. So he wasn't going to call there, so you check and make him bluff. Like, I know I'm not going to get much action there usually, but it's one where we have to bet the ace. If nothing else, it protects my c-bet range. Mm. Hey, pretty good, Gray Fox. Oh, the 333. Did you see the new Jedi mind trick? Short stack garbage. That's not bad. Ugh, eyes are fucking watering. Dun, 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 dun. That's not bad. It's very optimistic. That's not. Ugh. Raising a call. I'm going to check raise. Or betting a call. Just because this is like anything. I'm not exactly 100% sure what this is. Yeah, so I'll just take the pot down. That's fine. It was probably in really good shape, but I don't want to play a guessing game later. Which is fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I was trying to say, did you see the new JMT Mini? There's it's an upload on the YouTube. I called it a JMT Mini. It's called the Glitch, and it kind of relates to that 333 thing. Ooh. Yeah, those are fun. I like those little videos. Lets me flex my editing skill. Well, this could suck or it could rock. Really? Fuck you. Jesus Christ. That was annoying. I mean, he probably had two pair. I was probably dead on the turn, but the fact that the 5 comes off in the river is just fucking insult to injury. Should have just jammed the flop. I mean, I would have lost most likely, but at least I would have gotten a chance to fucking get the money in good. It so annoying when that happens. Just got to bet twice. Okay, four flush on the board, and you call it off on the turn. Interesting. That's that mental gymnastics we talk about. I mean, it kind of ran out good for me. You should just have Jack 10, right? You just called it down with Jack 5. Wow. That's hilarious. And I get it all with a spade. That's hilarious. He fucking defended. I raised that. What the? He didn't defend a blind, did he? No, he was on the button. Defending Jack 5 on the button. And then no aggressive action whatsoever. Like, I can't just have fucking kings. It's hilarious. Okay, where'd everybody go? Check for the gut shot. Damn. King High wins that? The fuck? Jesus. Okay.
Can you turn the light on, please?
Hang on a sec.
Alright, Chooch, move your ass.
Alright, enough of this. That table's crap. Hey, what's up, Chloroform? How you doing? That's a pretty good flop.
Got you.
And I get led at. He's going to have two pairs here quite often. So we're going to be able to get the money in. Only thing I didn't want to see was a club on the turn. Three on the river is the shittiest card in the deck. Wow, can I fold if he jams? Motherfucker. Oh, god damn it. Quads. That sucks. So my only other thought was he either had 2 pair or he had a fucking... Why would he let the fucking flush cards come off? I know I should fold it, but it's just so ridiculous. We were fucking... Were we blind versus blind? No, button versus... Oh my god. Why don't you just get it in on the flop? He just calls. Why are you just calling? Do you really think you're beat here? That's annoying. I mean, if you got a straight, go ahead. But I'm trying to look tilted here. That 3 should have gotten me out of it, but that was kind of a tilt call on like the 5th suck out. So that's fine. A 3 is the worst card in the deck though, because he's supposed to have a lot of 2 pairs. Like, we're getting the money in on that river. Like, there's only a pot-sized bet. This is just the worst way to play it. To jam out. Like I raised him on this flop. I'm trying hard as shit to get the money in on the turn. And then he jams. It's like, why don't I just fucking fold that? Like, I get it. Somebody has to have quads to fucking beat me, but I know it's there. That's annoying. That's funny. Oh, nice. I used to juggle when I was a kid. I was never very good at it.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
Leo tips me $15 every service.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a decent tip.
Yeah.
That's a really good tip, actually. You know? Especially like in nail salons, it's really common to just give like 5. And you kind of like really beamed at if you give 10, you know? And she used to like give me 20 every service.
Yeah.
Come down to 15, but I know what she's going through right now. So, but that's a good tip. Like, I have other clients who don't tip me that much. You know? It's crazy.
I mean, it should be a bigger tip because it's a bigger service, and it should be standardized. You know, it should be the same thing every time.
Well, she gives me pretty much the same thing every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, her services are larger. Because Katie and Ashley tip well too.
Well, I mean, I just
But
mean
they're just simple.
I just mean in comparison to a salon, it's a bigger service.
Oh, yeah.
The only other argument for calling there is that the guy has 9-8 on that board with the 3s that come off. I think that's why that bet is very callable. Because if he has, 8-9 or even like a club draw or whatever. I mean, I guess it's whatever. But when the threes come off and counterfeit two pair 8-9, which is highly possible. Yeah, I mean, I definitely still could have folded it. It's those single combination hands that are fucking annoying. Well, only got 3 tables up. More Hearthstone.
This year, Hanukkah and Christmas are going to coincide.
Only happens about every 5 years. Hinnikus.
Christmas hat.
Hanukkahmas.
Ooh, Cheetos.
My only real issue with that one is that I could be up against a better draw. So when we both miss, I lose. I'm going to have the Queen Jack. Well, when the ace hits the turn, I'm just going to keep betting. Anything but a diamond. Jam.
Oh, really? I have no grip strength anymore. In a minute, I'm not gonna be able to get hand drops.
Perish the thought.
I mean, that would be terrible for me. Okay, thanks, Chooch.
He's over it. Hmm. I gotta take longer. So the tables look like they're trying to go off, but nobody's sitting. Who will? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm just gonna level. So one is. Wow. All right. There's another table that's going to go. I'll get on it after this game. I was going to win that. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, this is tough. Give me this. Fold that. Fold that. Give me this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Give me this. And do that. Do that. That here. This is kind of not a build, but it's working. I kind of want that, but I don't think I should freeze for it. Okay, 4. He won that one too, and he's dead. It's a pretty good flop. I'm just gonna bet it like I don't have it. Guess we roll. You know what? I'm just gonna go to 6. Because this is kind of valuable. Okay, is this another scenario where the guy's got 3s on me again? Versus my top 2 pair? Not really 100% sure what I'm looking for here. Oh, that was super unlucky. Take 19. 15. Yeah, but there's nothing to use the brand on. That's why they're all available. Yeah, nothing really here. Hmm. I guess. Do I get rid of the pirate? I can't imagine that's a good idea. I guess the spawn. This guy's got pirates.
Ouch.
I guess something like that. That's not great. That's good. This isn't really a build. This is just kind of meh. I was lucky. Take that. Guess I can use this. I don't want to get rid of this now. Shit. Alright, well, now I have to. So you got beasts. I guess something like that. Yeah. I'll take another one. That's not too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, that other table is not going to let me on it. Haven't played this Hearthstone game mode before, only the regular game. I find I used to be into constructed pretty well a long time ago, but then honestly, I kind of super lost interest because I haven't been on in maybe 2.5 years now. Well, that's the thing. I lost interest in it too, but then they came out with Battlegrounds, which is I think it's a much more dynamic form of Hearthstone, and it's just a lot more fun. Ooh, that was lucky. I tied. So it's kind of like a battle chess format where you pick the characters and know their abilities, and then they kind of just get set out against each other. Well, if I'm going to sell something, I want that. I don't have a fucking beast, do I? I guess I gotta get rid of this. That sucks. This guy got Quillbore. But yeah, I like it a lot better than regular Constructed. I used to play Constructed pretty intensely, but like I said, it got boring because it was like basically what you would be up against is you'd look up the deck that was doing best in the current meta, create that deck, and then basically your challenge was to play it better against everybody else. To me, Battlegrounds is more. I mean, it's more fair, first of all, because like I never paid a dime for anything on Hearthstone, which is like, yeah, that's my choice and all like that. But at the same time, it's like, so somebody can just come in and just buy a better deck, you know? Like if I was missing pieces, I had to like grind taverns and, you know, find the piece to it. Oh, I can't even bet this now. This is just trash. Of course, these fucking idiots are all in. Flush and Queen Jack. I mean, this is like, why is the Queen Jack sticking around? That's pretty good. That is useful. I guess I gotta give up the poison. Check, fold. Yeah, I don't think I'm going much further, especially not up against this next player. Yeah, that's probably it for this run. I'm probably going to really lose to Demons on 6 on Hook Tusk. Yeah, I'm going to get crushed here. I'm going to get murdered. For sure. But we got 4 tables up again, so. It's not 100%, but it's probably close to 80 or 90. That was a lucky hit. So is that. Shit. Ooh. Yeah, I'm super dead. $22? $23. It's like Rat Max. Got 4th place. Anytime you come in the top 4 in Battlegrounds, you increase your MMR score. So, I guess that's a win. Razaroo. For you. Checky. backdoor flush draw, top pair, straight draw. Ooh, picked it up the gut shot. Mode seems similar to like the TFTs, etc. Yeah. Oh, God, I really thought that was going to be a deuce. Yeah, it's definitely a more fun game mode. I actually looked at it because one of the guys who I liked watching on YouTube, Kriparian, he started out as a constructed player. Then he went to Arena, and I went to Arena, and I was like, oh, well, that's fucking awesome. So I stuck with Arena after that. Was never really that good at it. Then when Battlegrounds came out, he did a full video on like how much he likes Battlegrounds versus Arena versus Constructed. He basically talked me into it. So I was like, well, I guess I got to learn this thing. And honestly, it's the only form it's pretty much the only game I play outside of poker now. I just haven't made a flush in like 2 days. Doesn't sound like much, but that's like a couple thousand hands. As soon as the meta became Shutterwalk Resurrection, I stopped playing. Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. People would just, the Shutterwalk Resurrection, I was still playing Constructed at that time. Ugh. Only really put money in for my birthday and Christmas. Never really had a complete starter build. Yeah, me either. Managed to get close to Legendary once, I think 4 or 5. I made it to 2. Never made it to Legendary. But I basically made it a mission to get to Legendary, and then after I was sitting there playing that high, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. It's like, I'm not having fun anymore, you know? And that's the thing I like about the Kriparian is that he's competed in the Hearthstone tournaments, and he's like a super high level gamer guy. But it's so funny because with, and Battlegrounds is the main thing that he, puts out videos on, and he's like the guy. But it would be like what's the comparison? It would be like Fedor Holtz playing checkers for fun, and like people just like listening to his strategy and this, that, and the other. But he's just doing shit to have fun. Like Crip's not sitting there trying to increase his MMR and all like that. He actually tanks it so he can play against lower level players, so he can create the builds that he wants. Because the game goes longer when you have less experienced players. The game goes on, for a few more rounds, and you can get away with a few more things. When you're playing in the 9 to 10,000 MMR, which I'm currently almost at 10K, or at least I was. Now I'm at like 95 or so. You're playing against killers, who are trying to basically get first place or get their rank MMR. So they're just trying to get to the top 4 all the time. When meanwhile, if you go for first place, it's more fun because you're putting together these very complicated builds. And like the game I just played before this one, the Murloc build, like the pieces just fell into place, and I'm like, oh, I gotta stop playing poker for a minute here because this is too awesome. Ended up taking down the winner, and it's just more fun. Okay. I just honestly, the people with the short stacks, I just can't. Like, what are you possibly calling for that you're going to fold? Down to 4 tables, that's unfortunate. You could add 2-5, or would dropping down stakes not be worthwhile? It would be worthwhile, but the thing of it is, there's just not that many going. Like, the 2-5 on here doesn't even go. Like, I'll try and see if I can bring something up. I don't think there is a 2-5. I think it goes 1 cent, 2 cent, and that's not worthwhile. Yeah. It goes 1 cent, 2 cent, and then to 5.10, and then to 10.20. Which the 10.20 I'm not above. I could actually play on it on this bankroll right now, but I kind of set up a minimum for myself because I don't want to stress myself out at all. So I kind of set the minimum as 500 bucks before I start playing 1020s or 20 and L rather, which I think is reasonable. It's what I did before when I ran it up on this site. So, and it goes very quickly from there. So I'm kind of just grinding in. Maybe with the promo, you know what? Let me think about it for a second, because with the promo, because there's a promo this month where if I make more points than last month, I'll get an extra 25% back on the rake, which for me means if I just barely beat it, that's like $100. But I'm trying to get to elite this month because of that. It's kind of motivating me. So that would be like $200 plus my normal point conversion would be like another 160, and my my match bonus that I'd clear in that time would be another 160. So what is that? 320, 520, basically in free roll to make money. So I can't imagine if I achieve that goal that I wouldn't hit the 1K by the end of the month. Let me see what 1020s are going. Here's the thing: if there's a good 1020 going, maybe I'll get in it. Yeah, because see, that's the thing. There's 4 1020s going. Or no, there's not. No, there's not. Never mind. Yeah, there's only one. I'm looking at the 6 max, and I hate 6 max on this fucking site. Like, I don't hate it, but it plays weird. And it's like I have to play either 9 max or 6 max. Like, I can't mix and match the two because it's such a wild shift. Maybe that's the thing. Hang on, let me see if there's any 6 max. Yeah, there is. 10 and L. And it's funny because not the same players play 6 max as play 9 max. I didn't even see this guy raised. Ooh, I need some caffeine. Yeah, there are a couple of tables. Ugh. I'm not even going to bet here. Yeah, there's just no reason. I know I'm not up against it. It's fine. So we see a bet and a call. I'm just going to give this up. I can't even imagine that those 10s even have hope. Seared some of my tails. Good luck on the challenges. Thank you, Mike. Muck the Nuts. What's your name on here, bro? I don't see... I don't see that name on here. What's your... I mean, I know that's just your Twitch handle. All right. Race it up. Ace it up. King's good. Hold it. Hey. What's your handle on WSOP, man? I'll mark you as a friend of the stream. Beatrix, that's you? Strong player. Like, no joke. Like, go back and look at the streams. If I had to guess, I'd say you just have bankroll problems like I do. Because you're playing very good. There's Beatrix Kiddo right there. Player notes. This is Muck the Nuts. And you get the bull tag. Friend of the stream. Right there. There's Muck. Open enda. I should use something I never use. You know what? I'm gonna use the shark tag. There you go. I never use the shark tag for anything. So anybody with a shark is a friend of the stream. Oh, you're 10 tabling right now. Nice. Yeah, I should be able to. See, this sucks. I fold. I'll raise this one. Probably could have bet this on the turn and won it, but I think I got showdown now. So this is a limped pot, and then I raised on the button. I think we can go for the delayed c-bet here. Oh, I got showdown value. Oh, that's going to win it every time there. Half pot bet. I mean, are there a lot of queens that limp? There's a lot of sixes that limp. This is tough. So what kings limp here? I mean, it looks like a straight value bet, but it could be a bad bluff. It could be the... The problem is it's either that bad bluff size or it's pure value. So this could be the flush draw that missed. Nope, just limped king jack, huh? Limps king jack make the nuts. Must be nice. Sigh. Oh yeah, I know. As soon as you said Beatrix, I knew who you were. Yeah, we've been playing for a while together.
You're the three best friends that anybody could have.
Retard.
That's a satchel.
Indiana Jones has one.
I need him to play Ice Bear, but
okay, catch your breath. Clear your throat, catch your breath. You sound like you're going to choke to death.
Ow, my...
See, that's what you get. Over here trying to force out something about Ice Bear. Meanwhile, your esophagus is fucking collapsing.
And I just stabbed myself in the titty with my nail. And it's the pointy nail, so it really hurts.
It's funny. Feelings mutual. Thank you, my man.
I need him to play Ice Bear, but
as Zach Galifianakis.
No, as the character from Hangover. Like, Hangover has to play Ice Bear.
You have no bankroll issues, then why aren't you playing higher? You should be playing higher, man. Unless you're playing all the way up to like 100 NL. I guess we could investigate. But play on here for fun and cash out my winnings every year and blast off at WSOP. Oh, that's interesting. It's a good mindset. And I guess that makes sense too if you don't need the money. Running as pure as me today. I guess that's not good then. It's kind of hilarious. It's becoming a meme of how awful I'm running.
That's not good.
It's not good, but it's just like, you know. I was thinking about it the other day. You know, you saw that glitch video that I made, the Matrix one?
Yeah.
And it was like it allowed me, because of the editing, it allowed me to be okay with losing that pot with the red 3, because I was able to get something out of it by making the video.
Right.
But it's like without that, it's just like Jesus Christ. Like, I looked at it the other day. It's like I hate to really feel like that, but I have been running for garbage for like a few weeks now. Like when things just hold normally, I'm crushing. like 6 or 7 buy-ins in a session. But when it's just like been the way it has, it's like I just keep break even, lose 3 buy-ins, break even. It's just like, Did you play anything big in this last WSOP? Or I guess you could play it all online now, right? It's pretty awesome.
I hate that I choked because now I choked and then stabbed myself. And now my
It's like an attempted murder over there.
And now I'm just like so I didn't get to fully get the choke out. So now it's just like sitting there.
Okay.
You know, like whatever's in my throat, I can still feel it.
Oh, I remember that name, Ricky Roma from the old server. Yeah, I do remember that. That was a long time ago. I guess it was like 2 years ago when they changed the server, right? Because I remember getting that email and I had to change my name to my name. It's so stupid because I asked them recently when I was having an issue. I was on an email and they were like, "Oh, well, you know, we hope you're gonna put in as much play as you did before." And I was like, "Yeah, it's great. Can I change my fucking name?" And they were like, "Well, unfortunately, you can't. Like, you fucking don't even have HUDs. Why are you like protecting players like that? Like, people should be allowed to change their name. I mean, I'm not saying excessively, but like once a year. Or how about just once? Just once in your, life on the site, you get to change your name. Like, I don't see the harm in that.
I just changed my name on something and it said I could only do it once every 30 days, I think.
TikTok has that.
Oh, maybe. Oh, it was TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had to wait to change mine because it gave me the standard username, and then I didn't realize it, but I had clicked on the change name, and then like I don't know what to make it at the time, so I canceled it, but it confirmed that as my change name.
Yeah, because it was
User 159
Pi.
Right? User Pi. I heard a great joke. This guy goes to the doctor and doctor asks him, "What's your pain level at from a scale of 1 to 10?" And the guy goes, "Pi." And the doctor's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Low and never ending." And he's like, "Wow, you want to die?" And he's like, "Yes."
That's amazing because that's accurate sometimes where it's just low and never ending. It's the never ending part that's worse than the low part.
It is. Trying to get that main cache. Keep making the end of day 2. That's brutal. Yeah, that's one that, like, playing the main event, I mean, it's whatever. It doesn't mean, like, what it used to, but... I mean, this is just stupid. It doesn't mean, like, what it used to, but it would be fun to play. But I ain't shelling out 10K in my own cash for it. I might satellite. And when I was playing those before, I used to think that... Because if you satellited multiple times, you just got to take the cash for any of them. So it was like, I was like, how many would it take? Like, I guess I would have to satellite in 3 times. I would sell 2 of them and then play 1. I just flopped the same straight with 2 different hands on 2 different tables. The 10 Jack made it over here and the Ace King made it over here. No action anywhere. Okay, well, this guy's a fish, so he could just have a pair. Yep, let's race. Give me an ace. Ace or jack. Good read, bad result. Oh, you go up in stakes as the year goes on? Yeah, that makes sense. But here's my thing, though. It's like, why not, instead of blasting off at the WSOP, why not just stay at those stakes and keep going? Just played the main and seniors and reunion this year. Oh, how'd that go? Cash them? I mean, the main, you said you didn't cash, but... Who was it? Eliel Ezra showed up, and it was his first year qualifying for the seniors tournament, and I saw the tweets the first year, or the first day of like, well, you guys can give the trophy to Ellie. It's just like, he was just so head and shoulders above everybody else. 4 years ago was the server change. Wow, that was a while ago. Yeah, that makes sense because I had no clue what I wanted to make the name. I just knew I wanted to change it. Cannot get anything going here. Beatrix on the 3-bet. Oh, I flopped a set against you, buddy. Yeah, you're not giving me any money, are you? I will say, Beatrix, those small 3-bets kind of give away the unpaired, ace queen, ace jack suited kind of hands. Little, just my viewpoint. So in that instance, when you don't bet the flop, I'm gonna bet all turns. So it didn't matter that I had a set there. I'm betting pretty much every turn when that's the betting structure. Just an FYI. Ding, 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 ding. I gotta figure out how to do it. I saw a streamer who had an overlay, like they could hit a button and a translucent image would go over the screen. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, somebody should do the more you know star in that, so that like I'm sitting here playing and I can hit a button and it just comes by and you hear din 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 din. Yeah, I have to figure out how to do it, but I think I can do it. It's part of that new editing thing. Oh, and I played the monster stack, busted first level, so forgot about it. That's rough. Busting the first level of the monster stack, literally the tournament that they give you the most chips for of all the events, and you're like, level 1, I'm out. That's pretty funny. That's a better story than winning the thing, honestly. The only WSOP event I ever played was the dealer event in 2006. And it was funny because I asked for the time off. I was working at Venetian. I asked for the time off when I got my job at the Venetian in December. And I said, look, I just want to play this one tournament. And I don't know if the other dealers didn't know that there was a dealer's event or whatever, but they canceled all days off in that time, but mine got honored. And there was like 5 guys that called out for their shift, every shift, to go play in the fucking dealers tournament. It was hilarious. But we were in line, and you're in line for a really long time. So I was sitting there, and there was guys, we were basically shoulder to shoulder because they had to close the door because they were limiting entry. So we all squeezed in, and one of the guys says, man, this better be worth the wait. I better win this fucking thing. And I said, wouldn't it be hilarious to get like aces versus kings the first hand after this like 2.5 hour wait in line, sweating on each other? And the guy was like, don't fucking say that, man. It's like, no, it'll be funny. So of course, I swear to you, this is the way it went down. We all register, and they're opening up new tables as we register. So they would have a table open, register 6 of us, take 9 stacks, take them to the table, and then be registering other people, and they would walk us 6 over and then start us then and blind the other stacks, right? So it was kind of a fair way to go, but the problem was if you showed up with like 9 of your buddies, like it was a great setup for collusion. Like people could have just dumped all the chips to one guy very easily. So me and the guy who I was talking to and who had said that, it was me and him and one other dude, we were sitting right next to each other. We were seats 1, 2, and 3 on the new table, and I was seat 3. And we get to the table, we sit down, I'm taking my bag off, and I hear, sir, and I go, oh, just a second, man. And the guy in seat 1, who I had said that to, raised. And I look down, and I have pocket aces. The first hand. And I was like, okay. And I just literally cut out half of my chip stack. This was like 60 blinds, and I said I re-raise, and I fucking shoved 60 blinds in, and the guy went, really? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, is this what we were talking about in line? And I was like, kind of depends on what you have. And he says, well, I'm all in. I go, well, I have the aces. And he goes, I have the kings. And it was so fucking funny. He was dying laughing. And my aces held up, and I did very well. I didn't cash, but ironically, I took a beat, a one-outer when I flopped trip aces. Not just before the cash, but on the soft bubble. A guy flopped a set of deuces. I flopped a set of aces, and he hit the deuce on the river to knock me out, the quad deuce. But it was one of those things where the guy, he's like, I can't even be mad. I bet that flop against most villains, the one you had to set. Yeah, and you should. I mean, that's definitely, you three bet, you definitely should have the overpair advantage. This is getting so old with this fucking guy. Like, I can't hit shit. This is, like, really frustrating. Well, there's another table. I think what I'm going to do is... Stars, not sure I can play on WSOP from Scotland. No, you can't. You got to be in the Nevada, Delaware, or New Jersey. You can't play on WSOP. I saw some forum post somewhere where somebody was like, this is bullshit. I can't play on WSOP. And everybody was like, well, dude, I mean, it's an interstate, website. Of course you can't. And the guy goes, well, they won't cash me out. And he was like, everybody like asked him what he was talking about. So he's using a VPN to play on WSOP, made his deposit, played for a little while. Of course, they busted him, and he was like, okay, well, can I withdraw? And they said, sure, but then he had an out-of-country bank account, and they were like, we can't send fucking money to, like, wherever he was from because it's, it's super illegal. So basically, they just basically confiscated his account, which... He broke every term of service, so I have no sympathy for the guy. But all right, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a leak and grab a soda. I'm going to play one of the Jedi mind tricks for you guys.
Yo, listen up. Here's the story about...
Yes, John. Good. Now it's just a question of reassembling the components in the correct sequence.
Very rough with deuces. Because we need to flop a set.
I cross the room to the intrinsic field center.
Need a deuce. Blue deuce.
I find my watch. When I get to the door, Wally is turning white.
The program's locked in. We can't override the time lock.
I am terrified.
Deuces. Give me that blue deuce.
I'm sorry, John.
Well, there's definitely some action here, so blue deuce.
But I can't.
Hey, don't leave me! Don't leave me!
I feel fear for the last time.
I called it. Look at that blue deuce.
A circulatory system is seen by the perimeter fence.
Third time called for the blue deuce.
A few days later, a partially muscled skeleton stands in the hallway and screams for a moment before vanishing.
Give me that blue deuce.
Oh, God. John? Is that you?
Nations around the world still reeling from this morning's announcement, possibly the most significant event in recent history. We repeat, the Superman exists, and he is American.
They call me.
That was easy. You think he's got an overpair? What do you think? Oh, no 5, no ace.
Sweet. And he's leading into me. Gotta love that blue deuce. Look at it, I got all the deuces. All in. Calls with aces.
Usually they jam into me on that flop.
Give me that blue deuce. Give me that blue deuce. Give me that blue deuce. I think it's the same guy in this other highlight that I had with the blue deuce. Oh, it's a red deuce. Damn it!
Structurally, there's no difference.
I can't even believe it's a red deuce.
While I am standing still, I prefer the stillness here.
Oh, and he fucking sucked out on the river, you fucker.
Please. If everyone would just go away and leave me alone.
I said, leave me alone!
It's because it was the red deuce, it wasn't the blue deuce.
I am tired of Earth, these people. I'm tired of being caught in the tangle of their lives.
Love that last line. Oh, god damn it, I closed the fucking table. I meant to close the Oh, shit, I lost my seat. Oh, there's more tables. Oh, well. Ace, ace, ace versus deuce, 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 deuce is bad. Yeah, it wasn't ace, ace, ace. It was aces full. It was ace, 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 deuce, deuce. But yeah, pretty brutal. I mean, it's a one-outer. I mean, I at the time, it was like... It hit me later because it would have been my first WSOP cash pretty easily, too. Like, I had a good amount of chips. But it was just one of those things where I raised and the guy just called it and he flopped a set and I flopped a set. What are you going to do? He randomized your C-bets versus regs. That's why you didn't get the C-bet. Oh, that makes sense. I get that. A lot of people like to randomize. Why am I getting called twice on this flop? I mean, I don't think I stopped. Aren't EU players allowed to play on WinMax without a VPN? Right, but this isn't exactly WinMax. This is an interstate. Yeah, there it is. This is an interstate. Yeah, see, why are you trapping with one pair? He's trapping with one pair. Lets me off the hook and just smashes his money into this guy. That's hilarious. Yeah, this isn't WinMax. This is something of its own. Yeah, I'm an American. Yeah, you have to be in America for it to play on WSOP. WinMax might be the governing server, but it's not. This isn't that. Like 888 is WinMax that you can play around the world. But literally, I've been in this chair and gotten kicked off the site because it can't geolocate me. And it's like, you must be in Nevada to play here. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's just like, you just have to re-ping through your phone and shit. But it's really fucking annoying. WinMax is available to all players of European Union, member states, continues belonging to the European Union economy of the Brexit movement. Yeah. But you gotta remember, when you're dealing with USA, our poker is fucked. Like, it's not even a joke. Ever since Black Friday. I was really a smart guy, would have gotten out of it at Black Friday. Just given up on it forever. It just made it so fucking difficult. Wow, I am running bad today. Like, make top pair, top kicker, and run and be in third place. It's not typically what you see or can believe or want. Well, there is another table here. I should be able to get 6 up. I guess I can make these a little bigger then. Not only that, I haven't really gotten any great hands today. Like, I've had jacks a couple times. I haven't flopped a set. I think I had kings twice. One time I raised pre-flop and everybody folded. The other time it was just a c-bet and they folded. You got it. Can't hit shit. Why is this table short-handed and yet has a waiting list? All right. Oh, there it is. Can I have my seat back? Yes. Oh, see, but it got reserved for somebody else. Like, what the fuck? This is the problem with this site, is it just does not function. Like, ugh. Of course, I lose my spot on the waiting list, right? Awesome. Oh my God, just bet. Really? All right. Hear the news about Run It Once Poker. Yeah, I saw the announcement. I mean, what Doug Polk said was right on. No tournaments. It's a reg-based player pool with, limited advertising. What the hell did you expect was going to happen? And, Galfon's a genius, but it's just not a thing that's going to survive. I never played on it once. Actually, I never played on it, but I did check it out. But I remember looking at it, seeing like, oh, they don't have tournaments. Like, and at the time, they didn't even have sit and goes, and I was just like, fuck this site. Yeah, they're focusing on the U.S., but they're basically done. Like, it's just going to become. What they should probably do is make it a membership where if you want to play there, you pay a membership and you don't pay rake. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I don't know how they make money from that. I mean, I guess through the memberships, but you could just host high stake things there, but you'd have to publicize them. And Yeah, no, Doug Polk had it right, man. He said on Twitter, he was like, can't say I'm surprised. No tournaments, reg-based player pool, limited advertising. What did you expect? Smart move. A lot of possible traffic in the U.S. software is much better than what's available in the U.S. Yeah, but who's going to play it? Without tournaments, it can't survive. You have to have MTTs. That's literally like, here's the thing. You're going to win more money on average, more times playing cash games, but you're going to make more life-changing scores in tournaments. And you have to have that dream out there for the average jackass to, you know, fumble his way through a satellite and, you know, win $1 million in the tournament. Like that dream has to be there. You know, look at the Venom. Look at how far-fetched it is to win the Venom, and yet they beat the guarantee every time because they run satellites for it. Yeah, that's the other thing. They have to get in. Maybe they know something about it, but without... And here's the thing. It took like 3 years for Nevada to merge with Delaware, and then another like year and a half before New Jersey came along. So they might not even get merged player pools. Like they might have to start land-based like the other ones did, or like WSOP did, and start out in Nevada, in New Jersey, in New York, you know, in all these places, in Pennsylvania, and then, you know, each state playing by itself. And when you're... Don't get your money stuck when you move to the U.S. Yeah, exactly. But, like, I guess that's the move, too, though. Because if you could withdraw in the U.S., it would be easier to move money around for, you know, top-level players. So that would make sense. You know, because every site will take a deposit. It's the withdrawal that's a problem. So, like, when I went to Canada, I could deposit, theoretically, if I'd had the bank account, I could have deposited anything I wanted on the PokerStars account that I made. But in order to withdraw it, I had to still be in Canada when I made the request. I didn't even have to request it to a Canadian bank account, but I had to physically be in Canada when I sent the request out. Otherwise, it wouldn't be processed because you couldn't process it to the U.S. Could process to a U.S. bank, though. The fact that I had to learn so much about banking to play poker is fucking disgusting to me. It always brings back to my mind the famous quote by Stu Unger when he was like in his 30s and somebody said, you know, you need a bank account. And he was like, why? And it was like, what if, you know, he's like, I have stuff in safe deposit boxes all over town. He's like, what if I need $100,000 at 2 a.m.? I got to wait for the fucking bank to open? Like, you know. And it's like, and it kind of makes sense. It's like poker players need access to their cash. Players have till April to cash out, and site is down now. Yeah. Yeah, oh no, it's totally a failed site from the start. Like, I checked it out once, and I looked at it and saw that there was no tournaments, saw that they didn't even have, like, micro stakes. And I was like, what are they doing? Like, their smallest game, I think, when I first checked them out, was when they started. I think their smallest game was 100 NL. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you have to allow people to try your site out. I mean, granted, it was a lot of higher level guys. You know, so if you're going to be the website for the big players to play on, then you have to, like, woo them and use that for, you know, whatever. Like, if you wanted it to be a status thing, like minimum deposit, you know, $50,000 or whatever. A lot of states lining to regulate. I predict it'll be a success in America. But they have to change the tournaments. Yeah, no, exactly. And here's the thing. We've been hearing about that right before the pandemic. Supposedly, U.S. was going to re-enter the poker market. But then the pandemic happened and everybody forgot about it and nobody gave a fuck anymore. It was literally like 2 months before the pandemic. I remember hearing about it. That there was some bill proposed and it should pass and blah, blah, blah. But then when it was going to be voted on, all this other shit was going on. So people just said fuck it and didn't even care anymore. Although now that Sheldon Adelson's dead, it's actually got hope. Ooh, another table. I'm like so happy to get on another table. Meanwhile, I can't hit a fucking hand. Like I'm just stuck amuck. think it's easier to regulate cash games from a legal standpoint. Maybe that's therein. It's really not, though. Because here's the thing, you can money launder much more easily in cash games than you can with a tournament format. Because that's what used to happen back in the day, is that drug dealers would set up fucking online poker sites. They'd get a square who was already, on the site. The drug dealer would make a huge deposit, play heads up with the guy, and just dump to him until his account got banned. And they would ban the bullshit account because it couldn't confirm its, location and shit like that. So they would wipe out the rest of the money in the account, but the person that they lost it to could cash it out. So it was a very easy way for drug dealers to, to wash money. But if you have tournaments, you can't just do that. You have to actually like win tournaments and shit, and it's not like you're going to be able to dump enough tournament entries even into heads up shit. Look at this shit. Hold, please. That was fun. Oh, look at this now. Maybe this is a change. Check, fold. Check, check. Anyway, I hope it's a success, so I can ditch this shitty software, right? Champions Club here, so the rakeback is nice. Yeah, plus, bro, you should check out the Caesars Platinum rooms, the little... I used to have that back in the day. You could go to the, what do they call it, the executive lounge in any Caesars property, because you would just link your total rewards card to your WSOP, which you should do if you haven't done it. They'll send you so much shit, man. You'll get free rooms, you'll get fucking free play, and just from grinding online. Like, if you don't have a total rewards card linked to your WSOP account, how does this guy just call? Like, you're throwing away thousands of dollars a year in value. Plus, you can literally go to any Caesars property and go to the executive lounge. You get free valet a lot of places. I think I just won that. Yeah. Sucked out. Yeah, Scotland is like a poker player's haven. Even, especially for tax purposes. Okay, so this guy min-bet and then called. I feel like he's got some underpair. Like, why is he betting so small? Is he really trying to trap me with a deuce here? I feel like he's got like 9s or 8s or something. Now he leads. Take it. Andrew Yang had regulate online poker sites, one of his major policies when he ran for presidency, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. I hate that that's the representation that we got, Andrew Yang. Oop, another table. Yes. God damn it. It literally will not let me sit. Shitty fucking software. It's because of this extra step. Thank you. Just had to wait till my name fell off the list. That's what we're saying, the shitty software. Check. "22 states with legalized sports betting poker should follow soon." People have been saying that for years. Years. Like, the legalized sports betting seemed like it was such a a big deal. Now, granted, it did just recently get legalized for online sports betting, but it should have been automatic. It's just one of those things, man. It's just going to take time because there's nobody really championing it. Like, you really have to have somebody pushing, you know? And nobody's gonna. That's the thing. This is just the hell of bluff catching everything in your life. I think I'm gonna go for super thin sheep value. That's not bad. This player just sat down and posted. I think I'm going to play super aggro against him. He didn't bet, so that's kind of disturbing. This player calling kind of sucks. I mean, I can definitely have the best hand. I mean, I can definitely look like I have the best hand. Jack high is not the best hand. Fuck. Don't tell me you call me with a queen. If this guy has two pair, I'm going to throw up because it's just so fucking stupid and lucky. No raise, just limp it. Big diamond is huge. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I ate for free. Got my own personal attendant. They called him an attendant. He's basically like a butler. His name might as well have been Jeeves. Just... I know I should have raised it. Like, I only limped because the player posted. Because I was expecting him to raise and I was going to do something. And then this guy... it's annoying. It's annoying, it's annoying, it's annoying. I'm annoying myself. Do appreciate you guys hanging out. I can see on my my phone how many people are here. I really appreciate it. Silly little raise, silly little re-raise. Everybody call. Ugh. Can't hit nothing, man. Woo. Oh, that's nice. Good to see that WSOP still processes their bank transactions pretty well. I withdrew $250 and deposited $250 to get the match bonus. And it finally went through. Yeah, Diamond is amazing. I don't know what it's like now, but like once I accidentally found out how good Diamond was when I was just parking the car one day. I was going to register a turn or cash out money that I'd gotten from WSOP, and I was just picking it up at the casino because I needed the cash quickly. And I was going to play a tournament there at Planet Hollywood. And I walked up and I had my card out, and they had given me the new card. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I had my card out, and the woman at the cage spotted me holding my card in the regular line, and she went, you. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, sir. And I was like, okay. And I go over, and she's like, you don't have to wait in that line. No. You come to this line. And there was nobody in it. And I was like, oh, shit. And, like, it was like 10 million things like that. It'll take time, but more states will fall soon. I don't expect federal regulation, but I expect at least 10 states in a few years. Yeah. I mean, I think that's reasonable. It's kind of shitty and super slow, but yeah. Sounds about right. I mean, I guess we just check here, right? I don't think there's much The player's got about $3 left. Is he really going to fold 2 pairs or something to me? Don't understand allowing sports betting but not poker. I don't understand not allowing anything. Like, allow people to do fucking heroin. I don't care. It's just as long as they're not hurting anybody else. Who gives a fuck? That queen on the river is so gross. I'm not folding just because there's so many spade draws and tens, but he's going to jam like half the time and it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be bullshit. Like, I'm never folding there, right? But this is the situation I've been in all day. This one right here where they've rolled over the queen. Like, they had like queen 9. You can borrow my diamond card if you want. I'll take it, man. I miss that lounge. And it's going to take me a while to get my my diamond status back. That guy made the best mojito I had since Florida. The butler guy, he was so great. Literally, I remember being there and he was like, "Sir, is there anything else I can get you?" And I'm like, "Nah, man." And I gave him a couple bucks and he was like, "No, no, no, no." And I'm like, "No, no, take it, please." And he was like, "Is there anything I can get you?" or something like that. I'm like, "Honestly, dude, the free breadsticks here are great." I'm like, "I'm just a scumbag poker player. Like, you don't have to do this." And he's like, "No, sir, I've been assigned to you." And I was like, "Oh, that's amazing." And he says, "Is there nothing I can get you?" And I went, I haven't had a decent mojito since Florida, and I never drink. But when I would have the occasional drink, and when I was of age in Florida, it was a mojito. And the guy's like face lit up, and he was like, "Ooh, I've been studying bartending, and I just learned how to make those." And I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes into the back. He brings out a kit that had all the pieces to it, and he muddled the fucking mint right in front of me. And I made his day when I said, "My man, this is by far the best mojito that I have had, I think, in my life." Like, he had it down so good, and it was so perfect. And even if he fucked it up, I said, "I don't care if you're making it wrong. Make it this way forever for me." And he was like, "Oh, thank you, sir." And the next time I was there, I stopped by and I saw him, and it was like, "Yeah, I just want to hang out, got some phone calls to make." And he goes, "Your usual?" And I felt like such a stud. I was like, "That would be great." And he brought me another fucking mojito. I felt like such a fucking player. And meanwhile, I was riding high that day because I won the like $80 tournament that they were having, and I just wanted to go get something to eat. Like, so I was going to scam free food in the players lounge. I guess it's not a scam, right? They put it out for players, but I had just won like $700 or $800 playing this tournament, and I was walking in there like I just won $1 million playing baccarat. It was hilarious. It's not as good now as it used to be. Now I can't imagine it is, like, because it took a lot of money, and Vegas has been hit hard by the virus. Everything's been cut back on. The benefits are worth it though if you're going to go to casinos. At least if they still have free valet and shit. I do remember during that stint at Planet Hollywood, I was playing a cash game. It was funny too because I had my vape in my pocket, and I didn't realize I didn't shut it off, so my pocket just started smoldering at the poker table. And somebody was like, "Whoa, whoa!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" And it wasn't a problem. It just it just looked like a lot, And so one of the guys is sitting there. And for tournament registration, you had to show your card. So I showed my card, and this guy just kind of scanned it, and he was like, "Yeah, thanks, man." I was like, "Cool." And this next guy, they were like, "Sir, where's your card?" And he goes, "Oh, I got the one, man. I got the one." And he pulled out his card, and it was the level just below diamond, which is funny. I made a joke at the time. I think it was like Pokemon. It was like Pearl. I'm going to bet that. It was like Pearl was just below diamond or something. I forget what it was, but he smacked it on the table, and the guy goes, "Can you?" This is the floor man. He goes, "Can you hand it to me?" And the guy goes, "Man, you know what that card means? And I just went, yeah, it means you have a gambling problem. And the fucking, the floor man just died fucking laughing. And he goes, do you want to show him? And I'm like, nah, that's okay. And then later it came out at the table. The guy was like, it was like Uno reverse. Like he pulled out the card again for some reason, for some promotion or something like that. And I took my diamond card out and I put it on top of his pearl card. And I went, that's the real one. And he kind of was like, oh. But he was like a gambler. Like he was, you know, he had real money. He was playing the poker tournament kind of on the side, but that dude played blackjack. He was playing no less than 100 a hand, I'm sure. I mean, he had stacks of black chips in his pockets. It was crazy. He was a funny guy, though. I remember he made the joke that if he won the tournament, it would last him about 3 hands playing blackjack. Because, yeah, it was like $800. It was funny. He was a funny guy. Yeah, I made the joke that it was diamond and pearl. That's what I remember very distinctly. Ooh, now we're getting some tables. There's another one. Nice. Hey, I got an ace for once. Eh. I just find I'm just doing better by just betting my hands and not getting complicated. Why do you have the purple tag, sir? Good to know. Somebody asked me somebody I was playing against on WSOP found the stream late one night, like about a month ago, and they were like, "Oh, hey man, blah blah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, good." Da 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 da. And he was like, "Hey, what's the blah 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 tag mean?" And I said, "I don't tell people what the tags mean or whatever, blah blah blah." And he goes, "Oh, because I really want to know." And I was like, and I realized who it was that I was playing against, and I was like, "Yeah, I just do that, man. I don't know why, like whatever." And he was like asking to see my notes on him, and I was like, "I'm not gonna show you my notes, bro. Like it's because it might just be something as simple as this guy's an asshole. Like it just it doesn't mean much. Even strategic stuff, I don't really go crazy on the note taking. Like just little things that I've seen that kind of give me tips." Well, what the fuck won that hand? I won it with ace high? That's hilarious. Look at this. I made a huge raise. I mean, if Beatrix gives me action here, I imagine he's got to have an ace, but I could definitely be crushed. Yeah, the parking is still free and the lounge is still good. Plus the $100 free meal per year for just being diamond is nice. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, see, there's good little benefits. That's not bad. I mean, it definitely used to be more. I got my own goddamn butler, for Christ's sakes. But I definitely want to get it again because I never gave... Because me and Courtney we got engaged around that time because I quit my job at Starbucks and was just playing full time. The day I quit Starbucks, the day that I proposed to Courtney, I was just like, fuck it. We went and got her ring, and I was just like, I'm putting in my notice, and I'm just gonna do this. You know, I think I can swing it online from here, and I didn't have to make much, you know, because she was working full time too, so I had to make like 2/3 of what I have to make now. But you know, I was pulling it off, and I had enough for the ring, so I remember I quit, put in my notice, and I lasted like 2 more days after my notice because the cunt that I was working with. Look at this limp call for 17 blinds. And then this guy calls like this. The money goes in here. Unfortunately, I think this guy rarely has. I mean, he could have a 10. He could have 10s or 9s, but I think a lot more often we're just going to see jacks. So I'm just going to bet small. meaning half pot, which isn't really small, but it is on this site. And we're probably just going to get it in. The other player limping could definitely have a set. If this guy jams, I'm snap calling because, yeah, king queen, that's hilarious. Hold. He fucking runs it out. Shoves with a gut shot and 2 overs and just picks up every out on the turn. Like, this is how bad I'm running. Hilarious. That is so frustrating. Like, and I know it's only a full buy-in and it only cost me like $4 or whatever, but it's just annoying because those are like little steps backwards, you know? That was your first Pokemon game, the Diamond and Pearl? Yeah, I never played Pokemon. I was in the wrong age bracket for it, really. I kind of liked the cartoon for a while. I've always been a big cartoon fan, so if it was animated, I would watch it, but after a while, you're like, okay, they're either doing the same thing in every episode, or I have no idea what's going on because this story has been going for 15 years. This 11-year-old is now 26 years old, and I have no idea what's happening. It's like Doctor Who. It's like I know that Doctor Who's a good show and all like that, and people always tell me, you know, oh, you should watch it and just pick it up here and whatever like that. Without seeing the entirety of it, I would feel like something was missing. And you can't, because it's been going on for like 40 years now. It's fucking insane. Plus, that's like nerds on steroid shit. I'll take a free card. This guy's just going to give the money back. Yeah, with kings versus aces. 3-bet in the blind. Okay. I think I'm better off calling there. It's kind of a quick bet. I'm going to let it go. It's always so funny to me, the names on people. This one is balls over brains. This is literally the least ballsy player at the table. Like, I'm giving him credit for a little bit, but against a lot of players, like you saw against the other guy, I jammed the ace-king, and he rolls ace-jack. I'm never jamming against this particular player. Just because he's all brains, he's not balls. So he's just like, you know, he's only raising the good hands. It's very ABC. Ooh, another table. Not going to sit down yet, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. Look at this. Everybody with kings. And mine got cracked. I guess I can move this down some. Get our value now. Just waiting for a few more players here. Okay. That's a player I don't mind sitting next to. No, you know what? I don't mind sitting next to him, but I'd rather not give somebody else position on me. So I'll close the action. You got it. I mean, it's just such a big bet. It's just such a big open. Look at this. I jammed against this guy. God damn it, he hit the fucking 6. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, that's just, ugh. Like, he raises and I jammed on him the first hand I sat down. This is why I wanted to sit here. And, of course, he hits the 60-40. Running so good tonight. Hopefully I can turn this into wins. One would hope. I, on the other hand, am running like garbage. Like, if a guy's going to call you with 8-6 and you have ace-king, if you just jam in, you know, for his whole stack, it's kind of hard to believe you don't want that, but I just haven't hit one yet. I give up. You got it, Beatrix. You don't even have to bet. You got it. Really? Bet, check, bet. Little tempo play. Nice. I don't think there's much reason to bet there. I mean, if this player sucks out again, it's whatever, but I'm supposed to trap him for the whole stack. Of course he calls. What can call you? A bad player. Well, got all my money back from him. And more. Okay. You got it, sir. Probably should have folded that ace jack. Although I don't know. I mean, it's kind of... What do I know about this player? Ah. So. Kind of glad I called. I mean, this small bet, I could have made this small bet for sure, but I'd rather check call it. I think it looks scarier. Can look like I have, you know, jacks or jacks plus. I mean, I don't think you'd ever check raise here. Oh. Tell me he hit the fucking 10. Sevens. I don't know why he doesn't keep betting on that turn. I mean, I guess it really looked like I had the overpair. But I just didn't feel like I was ever going to get the fold. I mean, should I get the fold in that scenario? No, I don't think so. I mean, just by the board, I shouldn't, right? When there's only one overcard, I mean, like, I have to have a pair. And who's checking? Unless I have exactly aces, who's checking? There are kings, I guess, but who's checking a pair there? All right. Pick up a 3. Too bad you didn't see my slow roll versus cautionary on table burl. Yeah. Did you slow roll them pretty good? I think I want to check this. That river. I mean, what am I realistically beat by? Just an ace, right? And an ace isn't folding. This is kind of a blockery. I don't think it's a bluff. It's more of a block than a bluff. And I don't think my third pair is going to do good. Okay, Beatrix. Yeah, I don't slow roll unless the person's done it to me, though. You can have it. Out of position. I don't like that. I don't even like calling once there. The lead out. I can definitely call the lead out. just because I think I'm going to get to the river quite a bit. Pick up a gut shot. 7-8's a good lead, though, because the 6 or the 10, right? I don't think I can fold, though. Make the 8. That's pretty good. What if I overbet? It's not really an overbet, but maybe if I had jammed all in. Look at this, quad 4s. Anybody got an ace? Like 0 action to be had. I was thinking about betting it at some other point, but it's like a flush became possible, a straight became possible, a fucking double paired board, full houses all over the place. Like nobody just has anything. All right. All right. Should raise this, but not yet. I'll get you later. Always do. You always do the same dumb shit. I always get you. I'm not going to draw to this. Get called, make the straight. I guess we just play for value, right? I'm not folding. If you got a flush or a full house, good for you. But you have an overpair of queens. What can call you, Josh? A bad player. Well, everybody limped, so I only did it to him, and no worse, please. Seems good. Oh, I don't begrudge anybody else doing it. Like, I've had it done to me, and people are like, you know, like thinking I'm going to get pissed off, and I laugh about it, but I just couldn't do it to somebody else unless they did it to me. I only had one real epic slow roll in my life, and it was playing live. That was just because the guy was such a fucking... It was just a douchebag scenario. I think I've told this story before, but I was at Harrah's back when it was the Fishbowl, the poker room, and I used to play there 3 or 4 days a week. And it was a funny scenario because I would lie about what I did for a living, because I was a poker dealer and I basically played full time, playing live. But people would ask me what I did, and I would just make shit up. I would say I was like a Bible salesman, or I ran a shipping development company for a paper manufacturer. Like, I just would make shit up and see like how efficiently I could lie about it. And the dealers all knew, and they would just start cracking up, like, but holding it in because they didn't want to out me for it. I said I trained Green Berets. It's a whole bunch of weird shit. But me and her would do it as a joke back and forth when chat was allowed. Ah, okay. But, yeah, so anyway, so I sat down, and the very first hand I sat down, the guy next to me, it folds to him, and we're in the blinds. And he goes, do you chop? And I go, yeah, man. If we chop, though, you know, we'll chop every time. Like, he goes, yeah, I go, I won't even look. And he goes, yeah, me too. So all night long, and it was a good 4 or 5 hours. It's folding to us, like, it happened in an inordinate amount of times, where it was folded to him in the small blind, and we just chopped it and took it back. You know, saying, like, why play the hand, right? So then, after about 4 hours, I see, you know, it comes to him, and I'm about to pick up my cards and throw them away. He makes aces full. That's hilarious. I knew he didn't have a club. I'm about to throw them away, and he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he raises. And I go, what are you doing? And I go, I thought we were chopping. And he goes, I can't chop this one. And I got immensely pissed. Like, immensely pissed. And I still hadn't looked at my cards. And I went, dude, we've been chopping all night. Like, I thought the house rule was if you chop once, you just chop every hand. And Harrah's, to their credit, was like, actually, you know, the dealer was like, it's not a house rule. It's a rule of good courtesy and, you know, being a good person, but we can't make him chop. It's basically a decision every time it's chopped. And I was like, wow. Am I getting sleepy from all the clicking? No, I'm just kind of, I'm still a little sick. So it's whatever. But I'm not sleepy. You're hearing my wife snore. We're in my bedroom. But, so anyway, so I'm really pissed off, right? And I look down, and I swear to God, I see pocket aces. And I'm shaking my head, and I go, I can't believe you're not chopping here. And the guy was like, sorry, man, I just can't chop this hand. And I go, you know, you deserve to lose if that's your fucking attitude, right? And then I looked at my hand again, and I was like, you know what then? And the raise was to like $7 or something like that. And I was like, you know what, man? I'll make it 100. And he goes, I'm all in. And I go, And I just sit there and I look at the dealer. And the dealer, I think, got the read and knew. And he's just like, and I'm like, I'm going to need some time here. And I take forever. And eventually somebody says, can we get a clock? And I go, it's all right, man. I don't need a clock. I'm just fucking with him. And I said, I call and I roll over the aces. And he goes, oh my God, what the fuck? And he loses his mind. And I go, you're a dick. And I was like, that's why I slow rolled you. And of course the aces held and I snapped him off for his whole stack. It was like, it was big too. It was like 500. And it was pretty hilarious. And he just got up and left. And the dealer was like, that was epic. And I was just like, well, he was a dick. I was like, I had already chopped with him a few times, and a couple times we turned it over, and I had like jacks and shit, but I never even looked at it. You know, it was just like, it was a dick move to, I'm not chopping kings. I always make up what I'm studying / what I work as I get haircuts. Fun improv. Nice. Oh, that's good. You make up what you do when you're getting haircuts. That's interesting. Yeah, I used to do it all the time. I also, when I was an Uber driver, I kind of did it now and then too, because if you said you were an Uber driver full time, which I was, people would you kind of got treated badly. Like people thought you were like something was wrong with you, like you couldn't get a job or something like that or whatever. Or maybe they just thought you were stupid. I don't know. But I would lie, and I would just be like, "Oh, I'm pre-med," and I remember telling one person I was pre-med, and the guy actually happened to be a psychologist. And he goes, really? And I go, yeah. And he was like, how old are you? And I was like, oh, I'm 40, whatever I was at the time. 40, I guess. And he goes, wow, and you're pre-med, huh? And I go, yeah. I was like, I never got a chance to get around to it. I'm actually doing pretty well right now. I'm actually already retired. I just kind of drive to cover the cost of my college expenses. And, you know, it's kind of a thing where I'm kind of doing it to get the degree. And here's the thing. People after they retire, like I'd already have to be like some kind of crazy like lotto winner to be retired, right? Or have some business I sold. But people who after they retire go back to college and get their degree, they don't go for a doctorate. And they surely don't go for a general practice doctorate where you'd have to go to med school for 15 years. Like, and the guy says, oh, do you know how old you'll be, you know, when you get your doctorate? And I said, oh, I'll be 48. And he was like, wow. He's like, you going to practice? I'm like, no. And I just gave him this whole line of my dad was a doctor and his dad was a surgeon and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, and I was the first one never to go to college because I had to go to work and da-da-da-da-da. So I just kind of gave him this whole line of BS. And at the end of it, he was like, wow, that's really impressive. And I was like, yeah. I was like, but you're a psychologist. And he goes, yeah. I go, what do you think about it? He goes, honestly, I didn't believe it, but obviously, you know, it's pretty good. I'm like, do you really believe it? He goes, yeah. And I go, Maybe you need to go back to college. I was like, I was totally lying to you, man. And he's like, you know what's funny? I was thinking you either were actually a med student and you were being 100% truthful, or you're a sociopath. He's like, those are my two diagnoses. Well, I guess this is like a free roll now. Like, why is that the run out? Like, why is that the run out? Like, it's just, why are you calling? Oh my God. And I'm totally free rolling the flush on him. I guarantee you if the flush comes off, he pays me. Like, why are you calling? It's 8877. Like, at that point, if you hit an ace, you're just fucked. Oh. Just, what the hell? My favorite one of those lies was, how brutal of the aces don't hold for you there. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, how brutal if the aces don't hold for me there. Well, that was the other thing, too. It was funny, too, because when I rolled him over, it was red, black. And he said, oh, I don't even have suits. And I looked at it, and I went, actually, you do. Because I had, like, hearts, clubs, and he had diamond spades or whatever. And he goes, oh. And it came out 3 hearts on the flop. So it was fucked. Like, he didn't even have a chance at a free roll. It literally left 1 out in the deck, and somebody said that they folded it. So he was dead from the go. It would have been brutal if they didn't hold. That's the real reason why I don't slow roll, because what if your hand doesn't hold? Like, if you slow roll on the river, that's just like an uber dick move. But it's more understandable. Slow rolling pre-flop is kind of... I think this guy's full of crap, but I have to raise right now. Yeah, he doesn't even have a king. But it's like, what am I going to do? Call him and lead the river, or check to him and expect him to bluff again? He's just not going to do it. He even left the table. He was just playing one last hand. It's one of those things where you just can't overthink that shit. But yeah, my favorite one of those lies was I had watched something from the night before, some documentary on some town that had a air pollution problem, and it wasn't an environmental problem. It was the fact that the town stank, and nobody wanted to, the property values went through the floor and all this kind of stuff. And as it turns out, it was because a paper mill had opened up, and I didn't know about it either at the time, but apparently processing paper, just like regular, like, for people in school, apparently it's a process that smells like rotten eggs, and it's super powerful, and it just ruined this town. It like destroyed their tourist trade. It fucking did all this, and it was this whole documentary on how it was just very it was upsetting, but there was nothing they could do, and it was a government-owned paper plant. So they had paid all this money, and eventually the town sued, and they got the rights to the land back because they hadn't informed them of the environmental impact. Because there technically wasn't an environmental impact, it was a personal impact on the people. But anyway, it destroyed the town. Everybody lost their jobs. It was awful. So I learned this title while watching that, because they kept showing this one guy who was the chief paper processing inspector for the Northeast or something like that, and he was like the army guy. So I basically used his title except for the army part, and said, yeah, it's actually really fascinating. And I was basically just talking about the documentary, but saying that I was in that industry. So like I said, yeah, you sell this, that, and the other, blah, blah, and the guy goes, really? Like people are like, yeah, like you sell paper? I'm like, yeah, like it's commercial stuff. It's not like, whatever. It's usually like the precursors to make toilet paper, and it's, stuff that you sell to UPS, for them to wrap packages and things, and you sell it in these, 3,200 pound reams, that go out. But, if you sell 3 of those in a week, you probably paid for your car, and it's a whole thing. And it was like, it was just such a funny thing, because nobody had any knowledge on the subject at all. And it was just really hilarious to like, course he hits the fucking river. Like, I just know when this player's bluffing. Like, why am I not betting every flop all the time, always? Ugh, it's so frustrating. Like, just get 3-outered over and over and over again. But yeah, that was my favorite one. I went on that one for like hours, like, and I had every answer. Like, people just kept asking and asking. That's why I save it for the river. Yeah, that's a smart thing. If you're going to slow roll, you probably want to slow roll just the river. Seven. Like, how am I falling for this? How am I not raising that river? Like, but I'm never getting the fold, but I'm never supposed to fucking fold. It's so fucking gross. Like, well, I'm raising this shitty little bet. Hoping to just overplay into somebody. Come on. Fucking blocker bet. Like, why did I allow that? But the thing is, he's not gonna fold. He's just gonna think that I... Just no thinking. Can't think. Why did I allow that? Just timed out. 10-10 on the final table. Rip, I'm too busy laughing at your story. Oops. Oh, look at this flop. Flush draw, open ender, small bet. No, no small bet. This is the guy who compulsively bets 3 blinds all the time. A lot of ace kings going on. God damn it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I should have checked the turn. Nice king. Ah, it's annoying. Nice play, though. To be fair, it sounds super believable. Yeah, it did. Yeah, you have no discipline. Yeah, that was a fun one. The only other really good one that I think the only other one that I remember is when I said I was a Bible salesman, and somebody goes, Bible salesman, and I go, yeah, and I said, you know what the funniest part about my job is? The guy goes, what? And I go, I'm Jewish. And the guy goes, why are you selling Bibles? And I go, well, and I gave this whole backstory as to how I got into it and blah blah blah. And when I was a kid, nobody knew I was Jewish. I grew up in Alabama, and you had to hide that kind of stuff, and da 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 da. And eventually, I worked my way up, and now I own 2/3 of the company. And you know, I went into this whole big long thing, and it was now known that, you know, in the company that I was Jewish, and I was this guy selling the Bibles. And I said, you know, I basically came at it from the angle of, you know, I hated my job and I hated the fucking rednecks I worked with, but the money was great, and it was, you know, paying for my life, and I had benefits, and 15 more years and I could retire, you know, that kind of thing. Let's see here. Grinding 8 tables and you're telling these stories so good. Not sure how you can multitask so well. Well, I'm not doing great. I'm kind of just making easy decisions here and just getting sucked out on. So I don't know. Does that say anything about it? But no, I mean, you know, it's like anything else, man. It's like if you ever watch somebody like the one that always fascinated me was like guys who like play drums or guitar, and they can sit there like, I remember seeing a video of what's his name, Pete Best, on the phone while at the drum kit, and you know, kind of working out a tune and this, that, and the other, and he had his, you know, his earphones in, and he was just talking on the phone, and he had it like right here, like in a little holder, and he was telling something. He was basically like, yeah, we got to pick up, you know, like stuff from the grocery store. He's like, yeah, we need bread and milk and eggs, and he's like, okay, yeah, like whatever, like while he's full on playing drums, like keeping the beat and doing whatever. And it's just like, to me, that shit's super impressive, but you got to realize the guy's been performing those basic actions that seem super impressive to us for, you know, 30 years, you know. Not sure how much grinding I'll get to do this year. I would just play and get a moment. It was easier when I wasn't 52-year-old with a newborn. Jesus. I wouldn't want that. Ugh. I don't ever want a newborn, but I definitely wouldn't want to be 52. Well, this is a stupid bet, and I can't believe everybody folded. And I can't believe I have the open ender on a paired flop. Oh my god, this is the worst situation ever. How do I fold here? Like, if the 8 or the 3 comes off, I just get so paid. Thank you. I mean, unless he just had nothing. He should have an overpair here. But, I mean, unless he thinks I have 7s full, I really don't see... Yeah, queens, right? He just pays me all the fuck way off. That's that little bet, that little goat bet. I think there's I think it's Jedi Mind Trick number 7, talks about that little goating bet where you just get a guy to bluff into you. This one's kind of giving action, plus I was looking for a good bluff spot, but there really isn't one because of the player behind. Ooh, look at this. I fold. This player re-raises. I re-raise. I mean, it's kind of shitty if he jams because he could have 6-7, right? I'm not folding. Yeah, we have the same hand. Whatever. He's a moron for re-raising because I can have 6-7 just as easily. But he's not smart enough to jam there with the 6-7. He should have just called it, honestly. When he has the 6 and I re-raise him, he should have just called it. That was bad.
Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
Why do I know that name?
Because he sings his name in every song.
Oh, he's the singer. Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't. I thought I was thinking. You know, I was thinking of D'Amelio.
But wait, this is funny that you said. Why do I know that name?
Yeah.
Because he was involved in a scuffle in the Aria early Tuesday morning.
Oh. Scuffle.
The men were swearing at Derulo before finally calling him Usher, triggering the singer to throw punches. Gets in a fight at Aria after being called Usher.
That's pretty funny.
He got so mad.
Well, I mean, if a guy says it, that's like calling DJ Khaled, like, I don't know, what would you call him? It's like, because he says his name.
It's funny because, I mean, like, if you're, especially if you're...
Does he look like him?
If you're not knowledgeable, if
right.
you're, like, from, you know...
I wonder if it's one of those things where if somebody was just like, oh, shit, can I get your autograph? Usher, thank you so much. No. That's pretty funny. I don't get how these famous people, like, just walk around like Aria. It's like, just, dude,
Well, because it's Jason Derulo. He doesn't need security. No,
You don't. He just got his fucking ass kicked. What do you mean he doesn't need security?
No, he kicked 2 other guys.
Or whatever. He just got in a fight. I mean.
But I'm saying he doesn't like nobody's gonna swarm him. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
The only reason that's so funny.
That is pretty. That is pretty funny though.
I'm gonna try to find the real fight. I know it's on World Star somewhere.
There's a meme in the poker world where people talk about Doug Polk and they always say, "I didn't like that fold you made on this hand," and blah 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 blah. And then you go look up the hand and it's Vanessa. God, what's her name? She looks like Doug Polk. She's got the same haircut, and she's an amazing player. And so it's become such a meme that there's a guy, a vlogger, who set up a thing with Doug where he went into a grocery store and he was like, "Oh my God, Doug Polk, can I get your autograph, man?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And he pulls out a picture of Vanessa Russo and has him sign it. and Doug goes, "You know, there's a real fucking problem with this." He's like, "I'm not sponsored by Poker Stars anymore, man. Update your shit." And he just signs the picture.
It's funny.
It was actually really funny. I liked it. It was a very well thought out joke. Is that her name, Vanessa Russo? I think it's Vanessa. Selbst. Vanessa Selbst. That's who it was. Vanessa Russo looks nothing like Doug Polk. Not like Vanessa Selbst does either, but had a pandemic baby at 52. Ah, that'll do it. I mean, you got nothing else to do. Gonna name her Rona. You know somebody out there named their kid Rona.
I'm sure that was the case before Corona even existed.
Yeah, but it's kind of funnier if their Corona's around and they're like, I just don't want to see no Omicrons in 15 years trying to buy cigarettes. Get out of here, man. I'll stick fucking Starscream on you. Get out of here. Check for a 9-ball. Obviously, the wife is a bit younger. Thank God. You don't break a hip giving birth at 52. Got the gay waiter and nobody's got anything. Hey Flip, that's funny. I'm a drummer too. I have a YouTube channel where I used to post drum covers if you want to see it for a laugh. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. Give me the link. For sure. I don't have a Twitch up, so it'll have to come up on my phone. But yeah, put that link in chat, man. We'll check it out. I always wanted to, of musical instruments, I always wanted to play either piano or drums, but I have zero ability for it. Like, to the point, not like, you know, you're supposed to sit down and be able to play something, but like I practically couldn't even hold the fucking sticks. I'm just like not coordinated like that.
Yes, Sonia just sent me
What'd she send you?
this video, and the caption at the top is, "Being a side dude is hard when her niggas start acting right."
Being what?
Being a side dude
Oh.
is hard. It's like this 30-second little hand-drawn stick people comic. It's so great. It's very accurate for our life. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Well, it's accurate for my life, I should say.
Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm good. I haven't heard from you in like 3 days. I was just checking on you. I know. My nigga came back and he acting right this time. We gonna have to pause what we got going on. Something special. We do. That's why I answered the
That's funny.
Call you back when he do. Don't call me. I'ma call you now. If your ass call me again, I'm blocking you.
And then, that's the man just hollering, crying.
Yeah. That's funny. I mean, that's Michael up and down, right? I mean,
Don't call me again.
is that just not Michael all over the place? I'm going to commit to this girl, Brittany, because she's supposed to be the one. I hate this bitch.
Don't call me again. If you call me again, I'm blocking you. Just hold on for like 2-3 months.
That's so funny, though. You should send that to Michael.
I did.
Did you really?
Send it to him and Rico. It's funny.
I think I got this. Ah, you fucker, you pipped me. That's a good play with tens. I mean, if I had nothing, I'd probably bluff it, so it's a good check. But nope, there's the 3-3-3-3. I need to win 21 cents. Impossible. Can't get back there.
Oh, I gotta get up.
Yeet.
Client will be here in an hour.
You sound so excited about it. This bitch will be rolling in about an hour.
I'm never excited at this point, but I'm always excited once I get started.
You gotta savor that feeling when you get started and just be like,
I do savor it.
no, but I mean like so you can recall it for the next time.
Oh, I just don't. It's not that I don't recall it. It's just that laying in bed is always going to want to be the priority.
It's hard. Don't tell me you hit a king on the fucking river. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. How many times are these people going to get bailed out on me? It's so bad. So bad. Might win this. Really? Go ahead. You're a real player, sir.
Remember when Barb's came to get her nails done and it took 5 hours?
Yeah, because y'all started making fucking cookies and shit.
With Barb's, we didn't even start making cookies. We just sat there and started talking.
I thought she was the one. Oh no, you're not.
Barb's was before her birthday.
Oh God, yeah, that took forever.
It was only supposed to be.
It was longer than 5 hours. It was like she left at what, like
1 in the morning.
yeah, like 1 in the morning.
But it should only been an hour and a half. But we were just talking so much. So I'm like, Ashley's appointment's usually pretty, like it would be pretty fast if we weren't hanging out.
Right.
But if she has to work tomorrow, she probably won't want to hang out too much.
Oh, wait a minute, this one coming over tonight, is this the one where that I should spill something on my shirt and then take the hoodie off?
Yes. I don't know if she knows I told you about that, so.
I don't think she does. Why would you tell her you told me?
Yeah, exactly, so. Don't go doing shit.
That would be great. That would be great. Just like get something spilled on me. Oh, geez, I gotta wash this. I found out one of Courtney's friends likes my shoulders. Pretty hilarious. End the session pipping me. Well done. And you played it well. I mean, it's not like, you know, You probably could have gotten more out of me if you bet that river. But sometimes you're going to get stuck, so I get it. Alright, and the perfect straight card comes off. We only check. And another straight card, over card comes off. Check it again. Of course.
I'm so excited for my next nail set that I'm actually like glad that my client rescheduled.
Words.
Shut up.
I'm so glad this thing.
My client rescheduled their Sunday appointment.
Ah.
So Sunday, I think I'm gonna get to do my nails. And I'm excited because I'm so ready to take this black polish off.
You tire of shit quickly.
I do. Didn't I? Oh, you probably didn't see it because I posted it to my stories on my business page. But there's this thing I posted about how nail techs fail every 3 days when they're ready to change our polish.
Great talking to you, my man. We'll see you on here. Spread the word. Let people know I'm out here. Streaming in these streets.
Streaming in these streets.
Holding these streets down.
No,
Twitch streets.
No.
Gotta run that shit. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good card. Kinda. When he checks, it's a shitty card. What the fuck is going on? I got too many tables going here. Of course, he makes the fucking straight. Really? Okay. Fucking set. God. So annoying. Really? Fine. Oh, all the fucking tables died. That's why this shit's going on.
Chooch was in between my legs, hugging my leg, like he had it like a tree stump.
Yep. That's what he does. Oh, it's because everybody fucking left. That's why all the action fucking heated up that quickly.
Ashley's gonna come over and get her nails done, okay? And you can play with her when she first gets here, but then after that, you have to leave her alone. Okay. Sorry, Chooch. I had to move my leg. You gonna be a good boy? Ooh, your nose is so warm and dry.
God damn it, you're fucking timed out. So fucking stupid.
Rise, Sergeant, rise. Don't look at me like that. I wish you could see how he's looking at me.
Alright, I got too much on the table, and these tables need to rebalance, so... So I'm gonna kill these.
Hitting your duck, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill these, take a break. I'll be back in a little bit, guys. Just all the tables fucking just need to be rebalanced, and I got way too much out there. But it's whatever. Running like shit. Alright, I'll be back in a little while.